What's up out there in the Spreaker world? This is me, and you know who I is. I don't gotta explain me, 'cause you're at my show. You wouldn't be at my show if you didn't know me, or if you are listening for the first time, I'm sorry. Anyways, I am doing a show today about a few different things, but one of the most important things I'm doing a show about is I gotta come clean about something. I've been in a relationship with somebody, and it's someone who's married, and I'm not too proud of myself, but I gotta come clean with it because don't you just hate holding on to something and not being honest about it? Well, this is me coming clean, as I just said. So, there's a specific hostess, I guess that's what you call it, not the snack. But we've been talking behind the scenes, nothing public. So she is a host on here, and she's very prominent, very controversial. Everyone usually hates her, or likes her, or loves her, and that's, I guess, how it all the way is. Anyways, this woman, we've been talking on Skype, and I would say about 3 months ago, she told the world she went to Cancun. Thing is, she lied about the Cancun. She went in a different direction when she flew. She actually came to Sky Harbor Airport, and if you don't know what Sky Harbor is, that is the main airport of Arizona. That is Phoenix. And so this Miss Debi Daly, she actually flew to Phoenix, and she came to see me. She spent 2 days in mostly my bedroom, and yeah, picked her up from the airport. Um, Really awkward seeing someone online, because you wonder, how fake they are or what they really look like. I mean, yeah, you can, dress yourself up nice in front of a webcam, but, uh, what good is that if in person you don't look anything like, your dolled up self in the webcam? So, met her, a little awkward, and drove her, and immediately she gave me a hand job. Just, you know, I didn't think she would. I challenged her as sort of a favor, and hey, she did it. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. I don't think I've ever done something like this. So I drove her to my house out in Phoenix and northern Phoenix, and I spent basically about 40 hours with her. Uh, Mostly went out to steak dinners, just as you can imagine, a lot of time in my bedroom, just a lot of good times. It's really nice being with a older lady that knows her way around and everything, and one of the nice things about an older lady is usually you don't have to pay for them, which is very, very rare. Like all these other younger babes are on here or anywhere in real life, usually they're broke, they don't pay their way for anything. So it's nice to be able to say, hey, you know, no, you're not paying, I'm paying. And so, yeah, that's what she did. She actually paid for a lot of the meals and stuff because I'm not really a good cook and I didn't expect her to cook, although she did. She did bring me breakfast in bed. I thought that was wonderful. And I was very thankful for the entire weekend she was here. And she left, and we just kind of been talking ever since, here and there and here and there. And I think that's some of the stuff you will hear in some of her broadcasts, like how she was thinking about leaving her husband, and it was actually she was thinking about coming out here to Phoenix, leaving a lot behind in Texas, and I don't blame her because we fell in love, and there was a really strong connection between the two of us, and a lot of times she'll sit there and flirt publicly with news guy or to some degree, I guess, ogle, but both of these men do not have the strength and courage that I have because me, I don't follow anybody's rules. I don't kiss anyone's ass. I don't white knight anybody. So it's hard to respect those two just when compared to me. So that's why the alpha males, such as myself, we get ahead because we get what we want. We take what we want. When we demand it, it's ours. So these guys, they just kind of whimper around and all that. And now Debbie got a new host, Dexter, who some of you guys might know as Barco, or in the talk show world as Bargepool. These are all the same person, and he's a great, great, great troll. And he's really trying to ring in Debbie and trying to do a professional show at a professional level, so she can move up and in the radio career thingy, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do this every day. I mean, look at my stats. I mean, my stats are terrible, and I do a show once every what 2 weeks before. I don't know. Anyways, I like being a chatter, a chat room warrior like Stabby McCubs, because that way, you can do more than one thing. You don't have to focus on doing some show and setting a bar at a certain level and, trying to get the awe of all your audience. I mean, when you're a chat room warrior, if a show sucks, guess what? You can click the pause button and you can hit the X button and get the fuck out of there. You can go watch Game of Thrones, which is a great show. And so I just want to come clean about the whole Debbie me thing. I just wanted to be honest of it. We are thinking about taking the relationship, as they may say, to the next level. And I just wanted to be honest and open with everybody. I mean, I've let a lot of people down. I know everyone sort of has some respect for me to a little degree, or maybe you don't like me. I don't know. But I try to get along with everybody. And, I do have love for Debi Daly. I mean, we have this connection that none of you guys will ever have. And unfortunately, her and Victor never connected like we did. So it's just one of those things that I think everyone needs to know, because this is the real deal here. This is no games, no bullshit. I'm not making this up. You can trust me 100%, cross my heart and all that nonsense. But, I just really love her, and I just think the whole world should know and just be more respectful towards us and appreciate what we have to offer. And all those other people that are in love with her, I think she said she has about 20 admirers that have physically said they loved her. I think that's great. I think that's great that it's a one-way thing for you guys. You guys are pathetic and you've gotten nothing. And let me know how that really works out for you guys, because I would just say stop. Go to a bar locally, pick up a fat chick. Fat chicks will do two things. They'll do the Negroes, or they'll do, the fat bald-headed guys, aka you. So I think that's an option people really need to look into, and not hate me for what I've done. I didn't choose to love Debi Daly. She chose to love me, and she sought me out. And I was just, sitting around chatting in her room, sometimes trolling, sometimes not. Sometimes trolling her on Skype, sometimes not. And, it was just an organic love. And I wish some of you people could experience internet love. But it doesn't work unless you see someone physically. I mean, you can sit here and you can webcam, or you can sit here and say, "Oh, I love you." And you can make these heart smileys and all emoticons and all this. But it's not real if you don't meet. It just isn't. Because if you're a guy, you need substance in real life. You can't just sit around and just type all this nonsense. You just can't. Women, I think, could. So I think like a dyke couple, they could really live 20 years just talking to each other on instant messenger or Skype somehow and get away with it. But guys, we need it. We need the goods. And I don't know if you guys know, but as women get older, their testosterone levels, they actually grow just a little bit every year. So by the time women hit like 35 and above, that's when their how do you say, sex drive is at their climax. So that's why women older are basically at the same level of sex drive around men. And I know a lot of people say that that's not true, but it is. Trust me, women dig it, especially older women. So when Debbie was here, a lot of times I was just trying to watch some old episodes of Sopranos and discuss with her the ending of Sopranos. But she wouldn't have it. She just said, it's time to do the dirty deed. And I'm thinking to myself, Uh, that was like 30 minutes ago. You know, I'm not that old. I'll just say I'm between 27 and 33 as an estimate of my age. So, I'm not too old like a lot of the people on here, but I was like, Debbie, I'm kind of spent, can't wait maybe at least an hour or two just so I can refill myself or at least let my body refill myself. Anyways, so this just happened and she was just all over me and I was like, ah, geez, woman, how am I supposed to function, especially if this is what you desire the whole entire weekend? I mean, we're not even using condoms or anything like that. So it's like, I'm like the quick draw McGraw here. I'm the 2 minute warrior of the bedroom, and it sucks. But, anyways, it was a great weekend. I really want to thank Debbie. But I do think this sort of secret we had going is going to be public. And anyways, guys, this was a joke podcast, and I hope everything about it was a lie. Have a good weekend.